What a beautiful morning to be out here in the garden. Thank you all so much for stopping by. So I want to take you along with me this morning because I'm out here super early. And the reason why I'm out here early because I'm headed towards the herb garden. And when I pick my herbs, I like to do it either first thing in the morning or late in the evening because the essential oils are at its highest. And so I'm going to share with you why I'm picking these herbs and what I'm going to do with them. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So if you're new to the channel, thank you all for stopping by. My name is Auyanna of Auyanna Plants, where we teach new and beginner gardeners how to start, grow, and maintain a flourishing garden. And if you've been with us for a while, thank you so much for your support. So I'm over here in the herb garden, and I'll just give you all a quick little backstory. So this was really phase 2 of the garden. We just moved here a little bit over a year ago, and I have been just trying to create the garden that I absolutely love. And I do love this garden, but we got a lot of work to do. So this is the herb garden entrance, and we're slowly but surely working on it. We got some plants that we need to get planted that I started from seed, but this is where I first started with herbs, but then we also have edible flowers as well. But this morning, what I do want to focus on is specifically our lemon verbena that you see right here. And I also want to focus on our holy basil. So let me tell you why I want to focus on these herbs right here and go ahead and get them processed. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, my sisters came by, and so y'all know I got to give a garden tour because this was their first time in the new house that we're in now. And so after the garden tour, I asked my younger sister, was she driving home, because it was her and her husband. She said no. And so I made her this tea. I said, you know, I love this tea. This is the tea that I use when I'm just trying to wind down and go to sleep, but I can't. So I made the tea, she drank it, but the very next day, y'all, she was like, you've got to make me some more of that tea. It is really relaxing. And, you know, I was like, okay, all right. But she called like 2 more times, and I said, well, you know, it's a process because oftentimes I'll get it fresh from the garden and then I'll go in and make it. So I told her, I said, I'll make you up the blend, but I have to harvest it, I have to dry it, and it's a process. Like you have to do it that way because you can't have it fresh unless you're going to come back and get it. So that's what I'm out here to do this morning. I just want to make her this blend, y'all. It's a blend of some of my favorite herbs, including the lemon verbena, the holy basil, the lavender. We put some rose petals, a couple of other things in there, but it really is not only relaxing, but to me, it's just such a good flavor. So we're going to go ahead, get those harvested so I can wash and dry them. And it takes about 7 days, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less to do that. And then I'll blend it up for her. So let me go ahead and get this done while the essential oils in the plants are at their highest, because I noticed that the sun is starting to come out. Harvest some holy basil, but let me tell y'all, we have 3 different holy basils that are growing, but what I must say is this one over here, which I call the temperate holy basil, as far as the flavor, this is absolutely my favorite when it comes to flavor. They do the same thing, but if you want more of a clove, uh, basil, a clove type, holy basil, if you like more cloves, then this is the Verbena holy basil right here. And then this is the Temperate. And then we also have some Rama holy basil that is right here. But I'm going to tell you this one right here. This is my favorite, so this is what we're going to be harvesting. So we did our Temperate holy basil. I specifically wanted to get this type. And as you saw, what I was trying to do is two things. I was trying to get these stems long enough because we're going to let these hang dry in a cool place, which is my basement. I put these on the herb drying racks and we let them dry. We just hang them upside down to dry, and they're these little S hooks that you hang them on. Takes about 7 to 10 days. So what I'm just going to do, that's why I was trying to go down within the plant and cut it so that we have stems that are long enough. And what I do is I just take about 4 to 5 stems, put a rubber band around it, and make sure that I secure it tighter than most, because as it dries, they're going to shrink because the water is drying out of the plant. So this was really a beautiful harvest. I want to go ahead and get these in maybe one day next week, because I don't like to harvest a lot of herbs at once, because that's going to mean I have to go in, I have to wash them really well, get all of any type of debris off, and then I have to pat them dry. So it's going to be a process, and I do it all in my kitchen sink. And we got a lot of this lemon verbena, but I love the way the leaves are for the lemon verbena because it makes it really easy. And so that's why I cut the stems longer, so I can work with it a little bit better and then allow them to hang dry. So probably next week we'll start harvesting our pineapple sage. This has definitely been a joy to grow, y'all. These are literally probably like 2.5 plants, and I say 2.5 because when we were having all that rain, a big stem broke off of it. But this is all of the pineapple sage, and it's beautiful. And when it sends up the red flowers, the hummingbirds absolutely love it. So we're gonna go ahead and get these in. I'm actually gonna get some rose petals as well, because I put rose petals in this tea blend too, but I actually had some that was dried, but I want to get her some fresh rose petals and put that in there. Now what I will do is I will lay that flat on one of our drying racks, and then we'll just let that air dry as well. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.